Hey guys, Brian Brewer here with BrianBrewer.com. Listen, if you're going to make a course online or if you're thinking about selling a digital course online, then please do me a favor. Make sure you watch this video until the end because I'm going to share with you some tips that can really help you avoid a massive disaster. Now, these are some of the things that I've learned over the past 3 or 4 years of selling digital courses. And the thing is nobody's talking about what I'm going to share with you here because nobody's done enough courses to realize, okay, this could be a massive mistake. Now, the reason I'm making this video today is because one of my friends just came to this revelation really in the past couple of days about his first course. And it was a $9.97 course, and it was a good course, but it turned out to be a total disaster. And you're going to see how to avoid that in this video. Now, first and foremost, if you want to know, like, how did this guy, if you've never been to the channel, you don't know who I am, like, how did this guy sell so many courses? I've also done coaching and consulting. Well, I do have another YouTube channel that has close to 75,000 subscribers, so that is helpful. You get a lot of good targeted traffic with a YouTube channel. If you do want to know more about growing your YouTube channel after this video, go ahead and check out the description below, and I'll go ahead and link some YouTube growth resources for you down there. But anyways, let's talk about the potential disaster that you want to avoid if you're going to be creating a course. So this is the same disaster I had when I created my first course, and then my friend just went through the same thing. And basically what happens here is when people go out to create their first course, okay, what they're generally going to do, and you're probably going to do the same thing, you're going to look at what you know, hopefully, and you're going to find some sort of demand, right? So if there's a demand in the market for whatever bit of knowledge you have, then it makes sense to turn that into a course and then sell it. Very lucrative business, great profit margins, obviously, with a digital course, and scalable as well, of course. But here's what happened to me and my friend. So my first course, basically what I did is I took information that I had acquired from years of email marketing, right? And I kind of treated this course as a knowledge dump. I knew people wanted to learn email marketing because it's a great way to grow your existing business without getting more traffic, right? So it kind of became a knowledge dump. And my friend did the exact same thing, like basically took everything he knew about sales funnels and kind of put it into the course. And on paper, they were both great. They both had a ton of fantastic information. The problem was they were too confusing, and they actually probably ended up doing more harm than good because we were looking at a situation where, in this particular area, we had so much knowledge, we were more advanced, yet we were doing a disservice to people who were interested in taking the course because the point of the course is to get people from a point to a point. It's not to take someone from a beginner to absolute expert, right? That's just too overwhelming, right? That's something that happens with time and multiple courses and trial and error and hiring a mentor, working with a mentor or a coach. All those things go into going from beginner to expert. So that's what he tried to do, and that's what I tried to do. We both tried to take people from beginner to expert in our courses, and once again, it turned out to be a total disaster. Luckily, I didn't charge a whole lot for mine. His was a $9.97 course, so now he not only wasted a ton of time putting this course together that just he really can't in good faith sell, but now he has to go and figure out a way to provide value to all those people who purchased so he doesn't have to essentially refund all their money, right? So that just puts a lot of extra struggle on him, and that's the type of disaster that I want to help you avoid because I think this is very common, especially if you don't have experience creating a course. You just want to think, okay, I want to put all my knowledge into a course. And then you think, okay, the way I make it better is by putting more knowledge in there, right? And that's not the case because that doesn't do anybody any good. So here's what you should do before you create your first course. What you should do is you should take your existing audience, whatever existing audience you have. It could be small, it could be large, it could be almost non-existent. But what you want to do is you want to go out there and you want to find a couple people, at least 2, maybe 3 or 4 people that you can help one-on-one. So first, start by thinking, okay, what can I possibly help people do? Can I help people grow on YouTube? Can I help people get more leads? Can I help people build a website? Whatever it is that you're going to do to help people. Okay, figure out what the end goal is going to be. And then go out there and sell the crap out of it. And what I mean by that is if you have a big audience, Obviously, you're just going to have to make an offer to the audience, and 2 to 3 people will take you up on your offer. But if you have a small audience, you're going to have to go out there and find enough people to buy it. But this is really key. So what you want to do is you want to sell this for, like, I would say at least $1,000. I usually do like $2,000 to $3,000. And the point of this is you want people to invest some money with you. Not only is this cool because it's going to give you some revenue, but what you want people to invest their money so they are committed. That's really the key. That's really why you're charging a considerable amount of money. I guess it's all relative, but $2,000 is a considerable amount of money for most people. So you want that in there. That way they have some skin in the game, right? They're committed. And then generally what you want to do is if it's not something that necessarily has an end goal, and what I mean by that is, like, obviously building a website, that's a start to finish, right? But if it's something like generate more leads for your business, that's not really something that has an end goal, because you can always get more leads, right? Essentially. So if it doesn't have an end goal, like generating more leads for your business, say, then what you want to do is you want to set that on a 60-day time frame. That way there's an end date. And what that's going to do is that's going to help those people who have become your clients not only be committed because there's some skin in the game with the $2,000 price, but also so they're going to be motivated to work every day, or at least every weekday, so they achieve their goals within that 60-day time frame. Okay, so that's the format. That's how you want to set it up. And then what you do is you actually go in there and you help these people achieve whatever goal you are saying that you can achieve, right? And you're going to do 2 things. First, you're going to take a bunch of notes. You're going to record everything, but you're also going to record the communications that you have with people. And the way I like to do that is by using Trello. It's Trello.com. And it's just a free tool. You can create boards. You can organize everything. It's really cool. And basically, this is just going to track your communications. That way, it's easier to sort and get a visual representation of the progress of your communications throughout the 60 days, right? It's a lot easier to sort than email, where everything kind of gets lumped together. So when you do that, then you're going to have all this documentation of the process of taking people through the process of achieving whatever goal it is that you can help people achieve. So after you're done helping people achieve those goals, you're going to actually compile that information, sift through that information, and you're going to look for patterns. And you're not just looking for patterns of like questions, you're looking for patterns of successes. And what I mean by that is, so you might be in the mindset that you're going to help people get more leads for their business, but really what you ended up helping people do is actually start their YouTube channel, for instance, or maybe you were going to help them get more leads for their business, but really what you help them do is hone in on their closing process, right? For the clients, like actually turning the leads into clients. And that's what I mean. You don't know, like in your mind, you have a goal that you're trying to achieve, like more leads. That's very basic. Like everybody wants more leads. But what you're going to do is you're going to find out how best you can actually get results for people. And then once you find out what actual results that people are the most pleased with, like you thought you were getting people more leads, but it turns out that what happened is they didn't need more leads. They just need to convert more leads into customers. Then that is what becomes the focus of your course, right? Because that's the actual success that you got. And you're not going to know that unless you actually start helping people. But you're also going to see, as I briefly alluded to, the pattern of questions. Then you can start seeing related questions, meaning, okay, I brought 3 people through this one-on-one and all 3 of them had these same 7 questions. Okay, then perhaps those are the 7 questions that are the most important, meaning those are the 7 questions that you are going to address in your course to get the results that people were the most happy with. Okay, hope that makes sense. So then you can actually create your course, which essentially you're going to boil down or distill down the amount of information that you're putting in the course, because we're selling the transformation, not the information. So just to make it longer is not good. What we want to do is solve people's problems in as few videos as possible, or get people the desired results in as few videos as possible, right? And if we get the results, then we can charge whatever we want. It doesn't matter how much information is in the course. Remember, we're selling the transformation, not the information. So once you do that, the other thing is you're going to get really valuable insight into some of the objections people had. And what I mean by that is, like, say you're doing this lead generation course and YouTube is going to be your main strategy. Here, I'll show you how to generate leads for free, evergreen, on autopilot, whatever, using YouTube. Well, maybe the main objection was, I don't want to go on YouTube. Well, then if you got these people onto YouTube and you calm their fears, then those objections are going to help you later on in the marketing of your course. So not only are you going to understand exactly the results that you can get, that's going to be part of your sales and your pitch for your course, but you're also going to understand the objections, and that's going to help you with the overall marketing of your course. So now, even before you've created your course, you're armed with all the information you need to make this course successful. You know exactly what you can help people do. You know what their objections are going to be. You know the simple steps to get them to where they want to be, and you know how to communicate that with your ideal or your potential customers in order so you actually make sales of your course as well. And guys, if you do all those things, if you do them in that order and actually work with people first, that's how you're going to create an amazing course. You're going to avoid risking potential disaster, and it's just a better way to go. Plus, the benefit of that is you're actually going to generate some revenue up front. You don't have to worry about pre-selling your course. You just pre-sell the one-on-one. And if you do it right, that's actually going to be your first set of testimonials, meaning the people you helped one-on-one, hopefully you got them results. Because you developed a relationship with them, because you were working one-on-one with them, they're going to be very likely to offer you a glowing testimonial, which is going to help you make more sales in your course as well. Guys, I hope this video was helpful for you. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you do like this kind of content. And I'll go ahead and post those YouTube growth and monetization resources down in the description below this video. We'll see you soon. Bye now.